If you need a food reset after weeks in quarantine, Joy Bauer is here to save you the day with her latest book, Superfood, 150 Recipes for Eternal Youth. And we are so excited to catch up with her now. Hi, Joy.
Hi, how are you doing?
You know what? I'm doing well. I'm considering. How about you? How are you doing?
Same thing here, like just making the most of it, trying to be productive, and happy to be here with you, for sure.
Yeah, I'm happy you're here because I think this timing is perfect. Because I think when this all started, people kind of treated it like a snow day. If they weren't dealing with illness, but they were just home dealing with boredom, dealing with a bit of anxiety, people were, over snacking. And so that's why I'm glad you're doing this, because this is a good way for people to reset their eating.
Totally. This is the perfect way to sort of reboot your mindset, your body. I'm going to tell you, I've spoken with so many physicians, and like what they keep reinforcing is we have to maintain a strong immune system now to fight off this, but anything else in the future as well. And so what I basically did was I looked at all of the research, the people who live the longest, the strongest, with vitality. And it's really interesting, Jackie, because there's commonalities with their diet patterns. So I took those superfoods and I incorporated them into like delicious, crave-worthy things that feel like comfort food and people love to eat, but will really help to boost our energy, our immune system.
And I'm so glad you have so many great vegan recipes in there.
You know which one I need you to try? The vegan penne Alfredo. That sauce is really like velvety and creamy. I think you'll really like it. I do it with soaked cashews.
A lot of people overlook a lot of things that are superfoods. They don't think about them. And I think that this book gives us a healthy and delicious way to work some superfoods into things that we're eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right?
Right. And some of them are probably usual suspects, things like omega-3 rich salmon and avocados and berries and leafy greens. But there's also a lot of surprising ones, things like cocoa and even coffee and tea.
One thing that I started off saying this is that based on the research, these foods, the ingredients in these foods are going to help us look younger. Hello, younger?
Yes, because a lot of the ingredients, like not also do they help your insides, but they promote a glowing complexion. They can help to minimize wrinkles. None of it is magic, but let me say there is pretty compelling research here.
Yeah.
And if there's no deprivation, it's not a diet book, there's no rabbit food. I mean, you're going to eat things like pan pizza, and I have a chapter on superfood fries, and there's lots of desserts and treats. And hey, there's a big beefy section for superfood cocktails too.
Oh, you had me at cocktails.
It's a celebration of food. It really is.
And I want to jump into the smoothie. I think you have the ingredients in front of you there because you know what, Joy? It took me forever to make smoothies at home. Now I've started making them at home, and it's not that hard.
It's actually in a lot of ways better for you because you have control over what goes in and what stays out, right? And so what I want to make for you is what I call my longevity smoothie. So it's a handful of leafy greens. And by the way, if you don't have it, don't worry, just skip it. 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, 2 cups of frozen berries, and then I'm going to put in a half to 1 ripe banana, whatever nut you have, just a total of 6. But the reason I like to vary it is because each nut brings a different nutritional aspect to the table. Last but important part is I steeped a cup of green tea and I let it sit at room temperature, or you could chill it, and you put in 4 ounces. And then you blend this thing up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let me get my tea. Hold on.
Yes, I love that.
Hold on. And this is, look how gorgeous this is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's thick and indulgent, and this is a portion. So it's really significant. And again, you could, I wish I could give you one right now.
I want that. That looks so good. So let me ask you this, Joy. Do you think on the other side of this, once we get back to whatever our new normal is, that people will emerge healthier?
Without a doubt. This is all about being the best version of yourself that you can be, so that not only are we able to fight off COVID, but we can fight off anything in the future that comes our way. And that's why I wrote this book, because I want people to have delicious, healthful recipes that they can feel good about and that could help to elevate them on every single level.
I love that. Well, thank you for all that you do to keep us healthy. And, you know, Joy's latest book, Superfood 150 Recipes for Eternal Youth, is out everywhere right now. And of course, follow her on Instagram for even more cooking inspiration, and head to her website, joybauer.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Mwah. Be well, stay safe and sane.